Hey everyone, Dinosaur MTG here because I am a dinosaur when it comes to Magic. I wanted to talk a little more about today's Magic versus the dinosaur era that I started in. Another Magic YouTuber that I follow recently posted a video asking his audience for suggestions of Commander Precons he can get for someone just starting to play a beginner level Commander Precon. And it occurred to me, in my opinion, there's no such thing as a beginner deck in today's Magic, at least when it comes to Precons. Every Commander deck out there, especially Universes Beyond, are fine-tuned, super synergized combo decks that are aimed to do as much as possible in as little time. Every creature nowadays has an ETB trigger to do things like draw cards, make tokens, put counters on stuff, and basically aid the deck in circumventing one of the core aspects of the game, mana costs. I want to take you back to 1996, when I first started playing. If you were a new player looking to get a hold of a beginner or a starter deck, you had two options for sealed product, either a starter deck or expansion packs. When I say deck, I use that term loosely. It was not a deck, it was 60 cards, 20 or so of which were basic lands, and even distribution of all 5 basics, and the rest of the cards consisted of 3 rares, 9 uncommons, although I do remember 10, with the rest being commons. And it was random. You did not know what you were going to get. You basically had 3 booster packs and land in the same box. If you wanted to actually build a deck, the suggestion was buy a starter deck and 2 or 3 booster packs. Then either trade with friends, or if your LGS sold singles, buy singles. No Precons doing the work for you, no internet deck lists to copy. You had to think for yourself and build and maintain your decks based on what your playgroup played. It was an even playing field. Every time you met your friends to play, it was different. Even sanctioned tournaments, weekly events, you played against a diverse range of decks. As far as gameplay, it was slow and methodical compared to today. You each spent time building up board states and doing battle with creatures with a handful of spells to spice things up. Each player played a couple things and passed the turn, and the games were decided by drawn-out creature combat. Yes, there were control decks back then, creatureless or near-creatureless decks looking to lock opponents down, but those decks took even longer to do their stuff. There was no comboing off and resolving tons of triggers that would eventually win the game. There was interaction back then, and even back and forth that kept all players engaged and able to enjoy the high fantasy of original Magic. What do you think? Do you think Magic has gone too far with power level, power creep, and the constant pushing of the envelope with new sets or precons? Do you wish we could dial it back a little to be able to stop and smell the roses, so to speak? To take the time to enjoy the art and flavor, the things that hooked me back in the day? To have time to just chill with your playgroup? Discuss in the comments. Until then, keep playing Magic the way Richard Garfield intended.